Well, that was on the, I think the casting.
Yeah, on casting day. Yeah.
So again, like, how did that whole thing come about?
I don't know.
It's just,
yeah.
I mean, we were doing a month of touring in America. It's been good because, although obviously America's a huge place, we were building an audience there at the same time that we were building an audience over here with the Thou Shout video because of MySpace and YouTube, basically.
But it wasn't really a case of you guys just being on a show. He was actually really excited to have you there.
Yeah,
he was saying
it was
a fan of the music. Yeah, he was really open about it.
He struggled with the names a bit, but he did just actually chat him off camera. He did seem genuinely into it.
Well, that came across to me anyway. I thought this guy's actually genuine.
And he played some of the videos before, and they don't usually play videos on the show. They do a lot of stuff where you go in, you record 2 songs, one goes out live, and they save one for when they haven't got a musical guest. Sort of.
Right.
But instead of that, for a little while, I think he's played 3 other videos, just instead of playing some other band's second song, which is quite nice.
Yeah. How does that compare to the exposure you got this side? I mean, is there anybody that's really got behind it in terms of...
It's really weird. I mean, over this side it's been a lot more a radio. I mean, it's been just really amazing the amount of support we got. I mean, early on from XFM, John Kennedy was the first guy to ever play us and has just supported us from day one, and it's really... I don't know if we would be a band, really, because at the stage he started to really push us and go, well, we were just trying out a few songs. It wasn't a conscious thing of we're an act. I mean, so it was for all
that. Was it a bit of a surprise to you that national radio picked it up and got behind it?
But then on Radio 1, people like Hugh Stevens and Zane Lowe and Colin Murray and Rob DeBank, obviously, who we ended up signing to his record label, have all just been hugely supportive. And just everyone at XFM really, XFM in general have always been really on board.
The beat have been quite good as well.
Yeah, the beat have been excellent. Because again, it's across the varied channels, because it doesn't have a genre coming. We've had good support from Radio 1, but then also the more unusual stuff on 6 Music and just all over different stations.
So what are your thoughts on the whole downloading thing? You mentioned that about people downloading stuff illegally.
I prefer it if they bought it, but I can't stop anyone stealing it, and if it means that, I don't know, if you're a 14-year-old kid and you nick the album and you like the album and then you come to a show, you buy a t-shirt and all that, do you know what I mean? It's kind of, if it gets the word out, it's fine. It's just when people just maliciously, there's some blogs that just put the album for download, no comment, no. Do you know what I mean? If it's just a malicious, everyone have this for free, then it's theft. But if it's...
And my thing is, if you're going to steal the album, steal it from a record shop. Because then I think we still get a bit of money, don't we? So we still get paid. So go and steal it from a record shop instead of online.
They're insured as well.
The companies can afford it, even in the credit crunch times, and
we still get paid. We still get paid at full price as well.
Really? So you're going to steal music.
Actually, if it was marked down to like £3,
it would be even better.
And you stole it, we'd get more than.
We'd get the full amount. As soon as it's in a sale, steal it. Don't buy it cheap, just steal it.
Only with our records though.
Obviously I'm not endorsing this, but...
steal that.
And that we only know that works in HMV.
How did you find out about that?
We're both in HMV for years.
I feel like maybe you're stealing a previous album.
I was going to say I got a lot of albums in the charts through a bulk theft, basically. A lot of stuff I was into, I just stole like case loads of. I didn't really, that's obviously if anyone's watching.
I mentioned as well your X Factor little video there. That was tremendous. That's got a little bit of exposure as well, isn't it?
It went down, it was amazing how it continued to get exposure, because we did that last Christmas. And about a month ago it was in Q Magazine or someone's top internet tips.
For anybody who hasn't seen it, just kind of break it down the whole thing, what you...
It's basically, it's not real. A lot of people think it is real, but it's basically us auditioning for X Factor and not doing a great job, but kind of enjoying it. So
I actually played the soup track in the club last night as an ode.
Yeah, nice.
Well, that's finally, I'm just going to warn you about someone in Aberdeen. Should you wander out for a kebab or something later on, we've got the biggest seagulls. Not just big, but dangerous.
Because they drink the oil.
It's possible.
Petrol powered seagulls.
So if you're wandering about a little bit tipsy later on with some food in your hand,
keep an eye out.
they will go for it.
Checking the windows now for our riders. Safety, it's inside.
It is inside seagulls.
These things they're pretty much world renowned as being abnormally big and dangerous.
Is this Hitchcock?
Don't say they warn you.
It's where Hitchcock got the idea for the birds.
It's possible.
It's not true, but it's possible.
People believe anything if you say it.
Yeah.
Do you worry about that kind of responsibility when being in the spotlight when you might say something out of context?
We're not enough in the spotlight for it to matter. We could probably stand there and call the Queen a cunt and no one would question it.
Except the Queen, if she is.
Except the Queen.
The Queen's a big fan, and she's a big fan of this night. So
I actually also live in Scotland.
Because you know what I mean?
To be honest,
We're not in a position where anyone thinks anyone else is going to listen to us yet, so they don't mind. But if the growth continues, then it starts getting a bit dangerous. So I stopped doing it pretty much.
Finally, guys, where can we find you online?
Just online, yeah.
Just Google it.
Generally, we're about lasacversuspip.co.uk, myspace.com/lasacversuspip.
It's always a versus as a VS, as opposed to spelt, or just as a V.
We're on Facebook, but you have to search that. They don't give you nice URLs on Facebook.
Yeah, I think you've got to be friends before you.
Yeah.
I'm not on Facebook, so I've never seen our Facebook page.
Oh, right.
It's alright.
Did you actually?
I was thinking the other day I've lost a lot of friends because of not going onto Facebook. I've realised everything gets organised now on Facebook, and I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys actually maintain these things? Like, are you on your MySpace or the
constantly? I'm on the MySpace at the moment, in fact. If you
Can we come to MySpace?
I'm currently on Scroobius Pip. That is an exclusive of the back door of the Scroobius Pip MySpace.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You can only get that.
His password is I love the big one.
Any funny stalker stories?
Is there ever a funny story?
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously numerous ones that are with cases pending we can't discuss.
Yeah.
But no, nothing too bad.
Look at that in the legal press. Finally, what's your favourite member of the 18?
How we know Murdoch?
Murdoch, strange choice.
So I'll go for face.
Yeah, I always want to be Facebook.
It's because I was
always in the list.
He's a child.
For all these reasons.
Yeah.
What? It's true. Same with cowboys and Indians. I was always an Indian.
I was always a terrorist.
Any stereotypes for you?
Paedophile. I'm Dan's mansack.
I'm Scroobius Pip, and I like to use the internet a lot. Have you got any particular favourite sites?
Craig David's good.
Craig David's good, but I prefer the flip. I like to flip reverse it, as it were, and go for DJ David Craig. As the
he's a journo almost.
Yeah, that's the route I prefer to take when